whose red card yesterday has resulted in a 3-match ban in the wake. For Uganda, they came out firing against Kenya yesterday and had an Adrian Casito try to warm their hearts and give them optimism, but they need to find the try line a few more times, as Bartholomew Casito is the only other to cross the paint this weekend for the Cranes.
The pairings for the next phase of the women's competition are now sorted out in the 9th place. First, the semi-finals, it'll be Papua New Guinea taking on Paraguay, and then the second, Hong Kong, China.
Picture perfect. There are a few better destinations on this planet to be playing rugby sevens under the crystal blue skies of Dubai, nestled in the desert out here. It really is a remarkable place and a hive of HSBC Sevens activity. Only weeks ago when the circus came to town, and that is what all these teams and all these fans are hoping that their nation can provide. Uganda so close across so many years, collect in the middle, look to the skies. They seek inspiration from the rugby gods, whilst Mexico look for their first score of the campaign, with Sunny Lee of Hong Kong, China in the middle, marshalling both sets of players. And this Pool C is as tough as they come. Germany and Kenya both in there. And Aaron Afoyworth, the key player for Uganda, ready to kick the Cranes off into the arms of the Mexicans, who are coached by French legend Terry Bourroua.
Thank you.
And high, and into that sun it goes, just creeping across the 10-metre line. And Afoyworth collects and switches, and Uganda are shifting their feet. Casito back to Afoyworth, another switch, and the hands are looking slick and crisp. And Munyani is charging forward, a little bit behind Aturinda, but he collects and then he backs himself. He gallops through and slingshots a ball inside that isn't quite collected at the first time of asking. Well, I think the Ugandans thought they had a man out there, but in fact it was a man receiving attention and a physio on the field. So back to the halfway line the Cranes go. Munyani just puts his head down and backs his physicality, and with Afoyworth reinstalled to the left wing, Uganda are back to the full complement. He had a snaking run yesterday where he seemed literally unstoppable, but on this occasion brought to the ground, and Denis Etoile gets us going. Big looping pass to Adrian Casito, try scorer against Kenya, and he fancies one here against Mexico. Wonderful feat, a mesmeric step. And Adrian Casito gets Uganda off the mark with his second try of the weekend here in Dubai. So the conversion, a simple one right in front of the uprights, and Uganda off to the start that they require. They've really got their work cut out if they're to secure one of those best third place finishes with so much quality in all the other pools. Just the top two from each pool progress to the quarterfinals, plus two best third place finishers, and Afoyworth is instrumental to those ambitions of Uganda, who've finished 6th last time at the Challenger, and they're hitting top gear early against Mexico because Alex Aturinda installed to the starting lineup. Bags himself the first of the weekend, and it's a pacey one at that.
It's taken them a further 30 seconds to get another.
You got 15. 10 now, sorry.
Foyworth gives it a chance, but he's unable to maximise the effort of Alex Aturinda, who, like many of these Ugandans, have HSBC Sevens experience. He scored his first try at the Cape Town Sevens not too long ago. Alex Aturinda, the 26-year-old, and
Advantage over.
it's that taste that all these teams are after more of.
Play on.
What a steal. Burglary at the breakdown, an easy street all the way to the line, a skip inside, and Isaac Masaganzira creates a tray all by his own theft and gets his first of the weekend here in Dubai. Well, Isaac Masaganzira is another who knows what all it's like to be on the big stage. Curled in at the last moment, just squeaking inside that left post, and there was a little bit to do for Masaganzira. Hopped inside to evade the cover. And Mexico are yet to spend any time with their hands on the ball. They might get a chance here though. Attacking from their 22, seeking the edge. Stopped in their tracks. Masaganzira showing his defensive aptitude on this occasion. And the line high from Uganda, pressing Mexico back. They've struggled to pierce the defences of their oppositions this weekend.
Off feet first, hands on the ground.
They had good periods of concerted possession against Germany in their second match yesterday, but meters
Time off.
were tough
Stop.
to come by.
8 and 7. What? 8 and 7.
So Luis Angel Galindo and Alejandro Revilla Beltran make way.
Nice.
Early changes for Mexico, and it looks like the introduction of Emilio Sanchez, the Mexico City-born winger who, at 19 years old, has got a real bit of zip in his heels out there on the right flank.
Thank you. Take the edge, please. Walk in now. Here you go.
A line-out overthrow. Munyani. Oh, that is an injection of pace from Adrian Casito. From depth, hurtling through a hole and careering all the way to the line. Try number 4 for Uganda, the second of the match for Casito, and the Ugandans in complete control. Easy conversion, and it was all about the pace, all about the depth. Textbook stuff. That's what you'd show your young boy or girl if you were teaching them about depth and the benefits of accelerating onto the ball. Mexico have a bit of possession higher up the field, up by the 10-metre, and they engage the Ugandans, who deliver a high tackle. Nothing too malicious though, just a penalty.
Last play.
They get a healthy touch as well. First time venturing into the Ugandan half.
Uganda, this is your mark. Uganda, this is your mark.
It is hot work out there, the beads of sweat pouring down the faces
Form now, thank you.
of the Ugandans who've been in action. This time the line out is spoiled at the front by Ugandan hands. No advantage comes.
Knock on.
And that'll be the half.
Half-time.
And a half that Uganda will be delighted with. They lead Mexico 26 points to 0 at the break. An inspiration there in the huddles, and it's important to remember that many of these teams are on a different path here in Dubai and on the Challenger, some with eyes on that HSBC Sevens prize, but for others it is part of a longer journey, earlier steps on their path, and certainly for Mexico, who've tasted the World Series in the USA and Canada, simply being exposed to these established nations is going to grow their wealth of knowledge and the game within their own country.
Strike out.
But unfortunately for them, they are learning that minor mistakes, like a kickoff out on the full, have costly consequences at this level.
Scrum call.
Sunny Lee makes the mark and the scrum will be formed. Mexico, beyond the Challenger this year, they have the final Olympic qualification tournament to look forward to in Monaco. They've been ever present at those events since Rugby Sevens was admitted into the Olympics at Rio in 2016. They were at the 2021 also. Uganda also looking to inject themselves into the Olympics just as they're injecting themselves into that Mexican defensive line. Just fizzing around the 10-metre line. Switch on the edge brings in Alex Saturinda. Long pass, and this is the composure, this is the confidence that Uganda were lacking in their play yesterday. A clever kick put in behind the Mexican defence, but just 2 rolls too many.
22.
Makes the dot down easy for Mexico, and a 22 to reboot their attacking efforts.
22 restart.
Andres Rodriguez, who's part of a real rugby family. His brother Hugo played for Mexico as well. Well, from his kickoff, the Mexicans go snaking away. Martinez brought down just beyond the 10. Ripoll linking up with Sanchez. Best passage of play for the Mexicans so far in this match, and they've got numbers and they've got room. Do they have the pace? Inside, outside, ball inside. into the heart of the Ugandan 22, but the
No key release.
breakdown work, well, no release in the tackle, so the Mexicans will come. One more pass will do it. There it is, and Mexico get their first score of the weekend, a sweeping move from end to end. And Ricardo Ansira, the glad recipient of a try well deserved for Mexico. And the man who's 22 dropout, Andres Rodriguez, maximises that effort with a conversion. A wonderful moment for Ricardo Ansira. And Andres Rodriguez grows the Rodriguez rugby legend in Mexico. Three cousins as well, Bruno, Andrea and Paula, involved for the Mexico 15-a-side team.
Play.
And his kicks are causing a little spot of mayhem at the moment for Uganda, because Galindo gathers the kick, and it was the perfect launch pad for more attacking verve, but a handling error undoing the fine work.
Number 6. Stops.
Experience coming onto the field in the form of Pia Sogena,
Thank you.
and a mountainous man in Alex Atarinda departing the field of play.
Yep. Last scrum was good. Keep it up. Time back on. Crouch. Bye.
Adrian Casito has the ball in Ugandan hands for a rare moment in this second half. It's been all about the Mexicans, and the contest has been all the better for it. And they get caught in possession in the midfield. Sweeping round goes Enrique Carmona, inside ball, beautifully worked. And Emilio Sanchez on debut has a try at the Dubai Sevens.
Sorry, clear the kick, please.
Well, can an Andres Rodriguez conversion make things really interesting? Yes, it can, because Mexico are within 12 points. The thread of the switch, bamboozling the Ugandan defence, and Emilio Sanchez with the ultimate souvenir to take back in his luggage to Mexico, a try on debut in Dubai. But again, the kickoff routine unravels for Mexico, and Uganda have a chance to strike with just over 1.5 minutes on the clock. Wow, it looked tantalisingly like there may be an interception opportunity, but instead it falls into the hands of Ogena, who gets managed towards the touchline. Somehow that ball has stayed in play.
From the side. There.
A side entry from Mexico lets Uganda off the hook and puts themselves right back on it. Bartholomew Casito is awaiting an inside ball, but he doesn't get it because Timothy Kasinga, he's there, and that try puts the game beyond any doubt. Isaac Masaganzira, a try of his own in the first half, turns creator, and he had Timothy Kasinga and Bartholomew Casito surfing the shoulder, but it was the former who took the try-scoring pass. And the final play of this match, we'll see the ball sent to the skies, and Mexico will look to launch one last attack if they can reclaim it, which they don't, because the Ugandans soar high, and then the Ugandans scamper through the fractured defence. And Adrian Casito, who's looked threatening not just in this match but all through the pool stages, bags try number 4 for his weekend in Dubai, and Uganda
20.
finished the contest strong. Extras added by William Nakore, and the full-time whistle blows. Mexico have tries on the board, but full-time it's Uganda 14, Mexico 14.